In this video, I'm going to show you how to graph things using y equals mx plus b. I have some pre-made figures. We're going to both figure out how to come up with these equations. The first thing is you got to know that this is the y-axis, the one that I'm tracing blue. Very important that you know that that's the y-axis. You got to find the point on the y-axis. Right now, it's at 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's why you'll see a positive 3 in the y equals mx plus b equation. Then you have to find the pattern that goes from one point to the next. So if I start here, follow the green line, I go down 2, right 1. I go down 2, right 1. Let me write that out. Down 2, right 1. Okay? So think back to when you play video games, or even if you still play video games. Up is going to be represented by positive, down, negative, right, positive, left, negative. Again, up, positive, down, negative, right, positive, left, negative. So if you go down, back to the picture, go up back to the picture, down 2, that's a negative 2. Right 1, that's a positive 1. That's my slope. That's the m. So negative 2 over 1. Well, if it's negative 2 divided by 1, that's just negative 2. You can just put negative 2. So y equals negative 2x plus 3 is the equation for this diagram. If we go through that process a couple more times, I hope you pick up on things. Again, look for the y-axis, the one that I'm coloring blue right now. Notice it crossed that positive 1. So positive 1 must be in your final answer. Then you go look for the pattern. Well, this time you go down 1, left 1. Down 1, left 1. Okay. Or hey, some of you might notice, hey, Mr. Tong, can I go right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1? Yes. Any one of those two will work. So if it's down 1, left 1, going back to the picture, oh yeah, down is negative, left is negative. Okay, so negative 1 over negative 1. Well, negative divided by negative is a positive. So that's a positive 1. So I'm just going to write it as x. Please understand, the 1, usually we don't write 1x. We can just write it as x. So y equals x plus 1 is the equation for this picture. Moving on to this one. Hey, again, y-axis, this one that I'm coloring blue, it crosses at 3. If you're not understanding why it's 3, well, here's 0, there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. So it's on the positive side, so it's plus 3. Hey, so let's follow the pattern. I have to go up 1, 2, 3. Count carefully, and then over 1, 2. If you don't like that, well, you can also get there by going to the right one. Might be easier if you follow this direction. So right 1, right 2. So 2 to the right, and then up 3. Okay. So right 2, up 3. Notice up or down goes on the top part of the fraction. Right or left goes on the bottom part of the fraction. Very important. Up 3, positive 3. Right 2, positive 2. So this one, just leave it as a fraction. There's your answer. Finally, we arrive at the last picture. Again, y-axis. Here's 0, here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4. There it is. So I know part of my answer is going to have plus 4 in it. Well, I think I'm going to go this way and then to the right. Because I just want to use the axes for help. So 1, down 1, down 2, down 3, down 4. I went 4 down. And then you have to go right 1. Down and to the right. Well, if I look at the joypad again, down is negative, right is positive. So down 4, negative 4, right 1, positive 1. Negative 4 divided by 1 is negative 4. So you can just leave it as negative 4x. There's your equation for this picture. Now, I'm hoping by now you can go in the opposite direction. If you're ever given an equation, y equals 2x plus 1, and they want you to graph it, well, first, draw out the x and y axis. This number, very important, we just learned, oh yeah, that's on the y-axis. Okay, so I go find 1. I put a point there. Hey, and then that number, that was the slope. Oh yeah, Mr. Tom made a fraction, and he told me up or down is on the top, left or right is on the bottom. This negative 2. Okay, so let's make it a fraction. Negative 2 over 1. Oh yeah, negative. You have to go down. So you have to go down 2. Oh yeah, 1's positive. So you have to go right 1. Oh, easy. So I'm going to make a couple of more lines. I go down 2 and then right 1. There's my next point. And let's do that one more time. Down 2, right 1. There's my point. And there's my line. Finally, our last problem. Okay, I know this minus 2 is important. Oh yeah, Mr. Tom colored this y-axis in. I gotta go find negative 2 on it. Okay, so here's negative 2. All right, here's the slope. It's a positive 4. Let me write it as a fraction. 4 over 1. Ooh, 4 is positive. Oh yeah, so that means I gotta go up 4. 1 is also positive. That means I gotta go right 1. Okay, so I gotta go from here up 4. 1, 2. Let me make some more lines. 3, 4. And then right 1. Okay, right 1. There's my point. I connect them. There's my picture. So I'm hoping you can go both ways. Please watch this video.